Have a nice day. Today is Thursday, 22nd of February 2024. This day is celebrated as World Thinking Day. Celebrates the friendship, sisterhood, and empowerment of girls and young women all over the world. From the history point of view, Kasturbai Gandhi death anniversary is also celebrated on the same day. Starting the newspaper analysis with the newspaper, The Hindu states that 21-year-old farmer killed as protesters move from Punjab to Haryana. Union is condemned. The central government march is on hold, but struggle will continue after the discussion, says Kisan Mazdoor Morcha. Agriculture Minister Arjun Munda invites leader for talks. A tear gas shell explodes after being fired up to the protesting farmers during the Delhi Chalo March on February 21, 2024. The Hindu newspaper also states that center increases fair and remunerative price of sugarcane will be enforced from October 1st. Minister Anurag Thakur says the decision will benefit 5 crore farmers, including family members, and lakhs of the persons involved in the sugar sector. Briefing reporters on February 21, 2024 about the Cabinet Committee of the Economic Affairs decision. Union Minister Anurag Thakur said the Narendra Modi government always gave importance to the issues of farmers and sugarcane farmers in India to get the highest price for their produce compared to the other countries. The Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, which met in New Delhi on February 21, approved rupees 340 per quintal as the fair and remunerative price (FRP) of sugarcane for sugar season 2024-25 at the sugar recovery at rate of 10.25%. This is about 8% higher than the FRP of sugarcane for the current season of 2023-24. The revised FRP will be applicable from October 1st, 2024. The Hindu newspaper also states that United Kingdom Parliament descends into the chaos over a vote on Gaza ceasefire. United Kingdom lawmakers called on February 21 for a ceasefire in the Israel-Hamas war, but only after dozens walked out of the House of Commons in protest at how the vote was handled. Legislators from the governing Conservatives and the opposition SNP accused House of Commons Speaker Lindsay Hoyle of appending parliamentary procedure. A Palestinian flag flaps in the air by messengers reading "Stop Bombs" projected on the Big Ben during a pro-Palestinian demonstration in the Parliament Square in London on February 21, 2024. On the sidelines of the opposition, the motion in the House of Commons calling for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. Going towards the Hindustan Times newspaper states that security becoming more important in India. European Union partnership, says European Union's top diplomat. Yes, and you know. Security has emerged as a more important element in the European Union and India partnership in the light of developments in the Indo-Pacific and the Red Sea, and both sides are looking to work more closely on hybrid and maritime security. The European Union's senior most diplomat has said on Wednesday. Hindustan Times also states that DGCA gives a clean chit to Redbird FTO after 4 months of being grounded. The Redbird has 5 bases in India: Baramati, Sioni, Lilabari, Gulbugra, and Belagavi. New Delhi. The Director General of Civil Aviation (DGCA) on the Tuesday gave a clean chit to Redbird Flight Training Academy, one of the largest fighting training organization in the country, almost 4 months after its temporary shutdown due to the maintenance issues. The Times also states that illegal structures in Delhi's Nizamuddin to face a Central Bureau of Investigation probe. The Borli is a centrally protected monument. The Delhi High Court on Tuesday directed the Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI) to probe illegal construction at a sealed guest house located within 100 meters of the centrally protected monument in Nizamuddin. Kibauli saying that the scale at which the unauthorized construction is going on the capital, despite multiplicity of the civic authorities and an elaborate system of checks and balances, is unheard of. Going towards the economy of the country from the business point of view, banking and finance point of view, GDP growth to slow down to 6.5% in financial year 2025, Morgan Stanley. The Reserve Bank of India's Monetary Policy Committee recently projected a lower GDP growth at of 7% for financial year 2025, down from the 7.3% projected by the National Statistical Office for financial year 2024. Global banking group Morgan Stanley has said India's economic growth is expected to slow down to 6.5% in the financial year 2025 from 6.9% forecast for the financial year 2024. From the business point of view, cabinet clears 8% increase in sugarcane fair and remunerative price. The announcement is significant, especially for Uttar Pradesh and Maharashtra, the two biggest sugarcane growing states, which are also among the states with the maximum number of Lok Sabha seats. The Central Wednesday decided to hike the fair and remunerative price of sugarcane of rupees 340 per quintal for the sugar season 2024-25 October-September from the existing of rupees 315 per quintal. Fair and remunerative price (FRP) is the minimum price that mills have to pay to sugarcane growers. EPFO database breached in 2018, repackaged by Chinese cyber agency probe finds on the Monday a big trove of information was leaked on GitHub as part of documents relating to Chinese cyber agencies, indicating that these agencies were either responsible for the initial breach or acquired compromised data after that, a senior government official said. In 2018, when reports about the illegal breach had first surfaced, the EPFO had denied that its systems were compromised and had instead said that the vulnerability was exploited from the system of common service centers. Going towards the world news, including French Prime Minister tries to appease farmers before farm show. WikiLeaks Assange went far beyond journalism and should face spying charges. United States liars. Alexei Navalny's mother files lawsuit at a Russian court demanding the release of son's body. Armorer who loaded a gun in Alec Baldwin shooting faces trial what to know. United Nations top court should not urge Israel to immediately withdraw from Palestinian claimed land, says United States. Ex-Pakistan Foreign Minister Hina Rabbani calls Imran Khan poster boy of populism. Going towards the science and technology, cryogenic engine for human spaceflight mission Gaganyaan tested successfully. Indian Space Research Organization. Gaganyaan is India's proposed first human flight mission that envisions sending a 3-member crew into an orbit of 400 km for a period of 3 days and bringing them back to the Earth. ISRO C-20 engine right hand is being tested at the Space Agency's propulsion complex. Massive out-of-control satellite to crash into the Earth today. A 2.5-ton European Space Agency satellite is set to re-enter Earth's atmosphere today. Images of the ERS-2 satellite captured by Australian imaging company HEO Robotics. Scientists find a genetic signature of Down syndrome in ancient bones. A Down syndrome, which occurs 1 in 700 babies today, is caused by an extra copy of chromosome number 21. In an undated photo provided by the government of the Navarre and J.L. Larion, the inhumation of a prenatal infant with the Down syndrome from the Iron Age sites of the last erectus. Scientists have diagnosed Down syndrome from DNA in the ancient bones of 7 infants as one of the old as 5,500 years. A government of Navarre and J.L. Larion via the New York Times says. Now we talk about the UNESCO. The United Nations Educational, Scientific and the Cultural Organization, specialized agency of the United Nations with the aim of promoting world peace and security through the international cooperation in education, arts, science and culture. It has 994 member states and 12 associate members as well as the partners in the non-governmental, intergovernmental and private sector. Headquartered in Paris, France, UNESCO has 53 regional field offices and 199 national commissioners. Flag of UNESCO. abbreviation UNESCO, of formation 16 November 1945 up to 78 years ago. It is a United Nations specialized agency. Headquarters Paris and France. Head Audrey Azoulay, Director General Audrey Azoulay. Parent organization United Nations Economic and Social Council. UNESCO was founded in 1945 as the successor of to the League of Nations International Committee on Intellectual Cooperation. Its constitution establishes the agency's goal, governing its structure, and operating a framework. UNESCO's founding mission, which was shaped by the events of the World War II, is to advance peace, sustainable and development, and human rights by facilitating collaboration and dialogue among nations. It pursues this objective through 5 major programs: areas education, natural science and social human sciences, culture and communication information. UNESCO sponsors have projects that improve literacy, provide technical training and education, advance science, protect and independent media and press freedom, preserve regional and cultural history, and promote cultural diversity. UNESCO's activity have broadened over the years. It assists in the translation and dissemination of the world literature, helps establish and secure world heritage sites of cultural and natural importance, works to bridge the worldwide digital divide, and creates inclusive knowledge societies through the information and communication. UNESCO has launched several initiatives and the global movements such as Education for All. UNESCO is governed by the General Conference, composed of member states and associate members, which meets biannually to set an agency's programs and budget. It also elects members of the executive board, which manages UNESCO work and appoints every 4 years a Director General who serves as UNESCO's Chief Administrator. UNESCO is a member of the United Nations Sustainable Development Group, a coalition of United Nations agencies and organizations aimed at fulfilling the Sustainable Development Goals. At last, there's a famous quotation said by Rabindranath Tagore, whose birth anniversary is 7 May 1861 up to 7 August 1941. Was a Bengali polymath who was active as a poet, writer, playwright, composer, philosopher, social reformer, educationist, and a painter during the age of Bengal Renaissance. He reshaped Bengali literature and music as well as the Indian art with the contextual modernism in the late 19th and early 20th century. Author of the profoundly sensitive, fresh, and beautiful poetry in Gitanjali, he became in 1913 the first European and the first lyricist to win the Nobel Prize in Literature. Tagore's poetic songs were viewed as spiritual and mercurial, while his elegant prose and magical poetry were widely popular in the Indian subcontinent. He was fellow of the Royal Asiatic Society, referred to as the Bard of Bengal. Tagore was known by the sobriquets Gurudev, Kobi Guru, and Biswa Kobi. Tagore modernized Bengali art by spiritual, rigid classical forms and resisting linguistic strictures. His novels, stories, songs, dance, dramas, and essays spoke to topics political and personal. Gitanjali, Gora, and Khare Bhari are his best-known works, and his verse short stories and novels were acclaimed or panned for their lyricism and colloquialism, naturalism, and unnatural contemplation. His compositions were chosen by two nations as national anthems, India's Jana Gana Mana and Bangladesh's Amar Sonhar Bangla. The Sri Lankan national anthem was also inspired by his work. His song Banglar Mati Banglar Jol has been adopted as the state anthem of West Bengal. Mr. Tagore says a famous quotation. He says that everything comes to us that belongs to us if we have created the capacity to receive it. Okay, thank you.